Well, hello everyone. I'm Adam Meister, and today we're going to talk about politics. And you've stumbled upon my new site, VoteMd.info. And basically, this site was created just to cover this election that's coming up on June 24th, which is just a ridiculous time to have an election. But hey, whatever, it's Maryland. So we're going to talk about Baltimore politics and in the way that only Adam Meister can. My hard-hitting style. And I'm here on location today, an undisclosed location. I just tried to tape this once, and I thought I had a great show, and it didn't tape a thing. So let's try again. Hopefully this will actually work. But VoteMd.info, the only way this site is going to actually make a difference is if people actually watch it. So spread the word. If 20 or 40 people watch it, then I guess that's okay, but we need like 1,000 people to watch this video and all the videos. And I mean, that's actually not that many people. And if 1,000 people actually watch this video, the politicians in Baltimore City, there's so few voters, and so few voters are going to actually vote in this election because no one knows when this election is, that it will make a difference, and they will take this very seriously. And you'll be able to make a difference by just spreading the word and, commenting. So today we're actually going to talk about Sheriff John Anderson. I don't know if you know this, but Baltimore City does have a sheriff's office. Now before we get into this, again, VoteMd.info. If you want to sponsor the show, we'll be happy to have sponsors. Right now I'm the only sponsor. And by the way, what I do for real life, and I think some of you have wondered this before, my real job is I do research for people on the internet. I find email addresses of high-ranking people in corporations. I find email addresses of anyone. I found out where people live. If they say they live in Baltimore City, but they really live in Baltimore County and they're a city councilwoman, I find that stuff out. So if you need information like that, feel free to contact me, email me. Seriously, that's what I do, and I know a lot of you need internet research. I do that. So I'm the only sponsor of this show right now, but let's get right back into this show and Sheriff John Anderson. So he's been the sheriff since the 1990s. Like a lot of our elected officials, once they win, they keep on winning. Now, the department itself, there are quite a few people in it, actually. There's 192 people, and 114 of them, and this is according to the city paper, made donations to the political campaign of Sheriff John Anderson. Which, I mean, obviously they did this out of the goodness of their heart, right? I mean, it's not like they had to do it, because if that's not very good if you force your employees to, make donations. And I actually posted something about this online at one point and on Facebook, and a friend of mine, and within 5 minutes, said to me, he used to work there. And in fact, it was strongly encouraged out in the open to make donations to the political campaign. So the city paper could have done a little bit more research into that, but I just wanted to mention it here and now. So what does the sheriff's office actually do? Well, they do nothing, basically. I mean, like most city agencies, offices, they do nothing. Half of them do nothing. If you're dealing with evictions, they're supposed to come by, make sure everything goes orderly, they lock the lock for you. But guess what? If it's drizzling in the morning, just a little bit, any bit of rain or precipitation, that's it. They don't work in the rain because you're not supposed to throw people's stuff out in the rain. Although it's totally illegal now to throw people's stuff out at all. You're supposed to put it into storage. So if it's raining, it doesn't make a difference at all. But of course, the sheriff department, they don't want to work, whatever. They work for the city. Who wants to work when you work for the city? You just get paid, like $80,000, $90,000. I'm looking at some old salaries here from the Sun list when there were 172 people in the sheriff's office. They totaled at $8.5 million in salary. A total waste of money, of course. They're deputy sheriffs, deputy sheriff sergeant, deputy sheriff, so much. $50,000, $86,000. They get overtime, $29,000 in overtime. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. So how can we make this more of an efficient department? Well, first of all, they need someone else in charge, because the person in charge does nothing right now. I mean, obviously, it's just a way to make close to $100,000 a year. But it's hard for an incumbent to be to get kicked out, to be voted out. Excuse me. I mean, he should be kicked out. But so something that a lot of you don't know, and I guess is the moral to this whole story, is that you should go to the Baltimore City Sheriff's office page, and under Enforcement Authority, deputy sheriffs have the same law enforcement authority as the police department, since the sheriff is elected by the citizenry. Only deputy sheriffs have the authority to enforce civil law in addition to criminal and traffic law. So let me read that again. Deputy sheriffs have the same law enforcement authority as the police department. So why aren't we supplementing the police department with these guys and gals who just eat at McDonald's all day and do nothing? I mean, or at least let them park their cars in bad neighborhoods. And they can eat their McDonald's in their cars in the bad neighborhoods, and it'll scare off some drug dealers. People feel. I mean, I've lived in Reservoir Hill. Reservoir Hill, I know very well, and 10 years of my life I gave to Reservoir Hill, and the people there, they feel better when they see a cop car on the corner. Does it make a difference? Yeah, it might not. But if these sheriffs are doing nothing, sheriff office employees are doing nothing, except contributing money to their boss so he can stay in power, the least they can do is eat their McDonald's in their cars in these neighborhoods with their nice sirens, because they look like cop cars and everything, and it will make a difference. Now, something that, if they actually want to earn their bloated salaries, they can maybe, arrest some people, do what the police do. Apparently the police need help. The police are always saying they're understaffed. Help the police do their job. Help them enforce the law. Which right now, I mean, clearly these sheriffs, I mean, they're not doing that right now. So we need new leadership. Obviously, that's going to be hard to do. But this simple thing that's right on their website, that they can enforce the law just like the police, they can act like police. This is something we should get the ball rolling on here. So that's it for today. And Sheriff John Anderson, obviously don't vote for the guy. But hopefully I'll have some more shows lately. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, VoteMd.info. Spread the word.